Manchester United will go in search of a much-needed victory when they welcome Brentford to Old Trafford in the Premier League next Saturday. Man United signed off for the October international break last weekend with a goalless draw at Aston Villa, extending their winless run in all competitions to 5 matches. They have also fired a blank in each of their last 3 league games. Despite their ongoing struggles, Erik Ten Hag is understood to have been granted a stay of execution and will take charge of the visit of the Bees. It is likely to mark the beginning of a make-or-break period for the United manager. With such an important period on the horizon, he will need to be able to rely on as many members of his squad as possible. Injury issues have stacked up in recent weeks, but there is a chance some of those currently on the injury list will be available for the clash with the Bees. With that said, here is all the very latest on the United injury front as things stand. Firstly, our bargain signing, Mazraoui. Mazraoui was forced to withdraw from the Morocco squad for the clashes with Central African Republic after undergoing a minor precautionary corrective procedure after experiencing palpitations. United have said they expect him to be out for a few weeks. Morocco head coach Walid Regragui has since confirmed that he hopes he will be available for the November international break, saying, Mazraoui is not suffering from a dangerous illness. We hope he will be with us in the next camp in November. So his expected return date is by the first week of November. Meanwhile, Harry Maguire was forced off at the end of the first half against Villa, later revealing he will be sidelined for a few weeks. He had been drafted into the starting lineup after scoring a dramatic equaliser against FC Porto 3 days earlier. He was replaced by Man Utd ligt at the Villa Park after limping off the pitch with the support of members of United's medical team. Posting on Instagram on Tuesday, Maguire said, "Frustrated to pick up an injury at the weekend. Will be a few weeks on the sidelines for me, but I'll come back stronger." But for now, his expected return date is still unknown. Also, our summer signing, Leny Yoro, fractured his metatarsal in the opening game of the club's pre-season tour of the United States in July. He required surgery, and it was predicted that he would be out for around 3 months. He is making good progress with his recovery, with reports revealing last month that he was already walking without crutches and working hard in the gym at Carrington. He issued a fresh update on his recovery on Wednesday, sharing a video on social media of himself on a treadmill and wrote, "On the way back." He is expected to be back by the end of November. Meanwhile, it was announced 3 days before United's season opener against Fulham that Luke Shaw would miss the start of the season with a calf problem. United originally hoped he would be back last month. However, the England international is still yet to make his first appearance of the season. Ten Hag hopes he could return as soon as possible. Issuing an update on Shaw, who has not played for United since February last week, Ten Hag said, "We hope Luke Shaw can return after the international break quickly." His expected return date is after the game against Brentford this weekend. Tyrell Malaysia last played for United on the final day of the 2022 and 23 Premier League season because of a knee injury. He has been working hard on his rehabilitation program, and Ten Hag, in August, said he could be back in contention within the next couple of months. Ten Hag said he is not that far off, but he is now in a progress situation. At a relatively short notice, he can again return into team training and then into team performance in games. I think it would be possible to be available again in 2 months. Malaysia has been back on the grass at Carrington and has participated in training sessions, confirming that his recovery is going in the right direction. He is expected to return to the team by the end of October. Kobbie Mainoo was taken off in the latter stages of the goalless draw against Villa, resulting in him being forced to pull out of the England squad the following day. He played no part in the clash with Porto because of a suspected hamstring issue, and it remains to be seen if he returned against Villa too soon. Ten Hag will be asked to provide clarity on his situation when he speaks to the media on Thursday. For now, his return date is still unknown. Mason Mount, who made just 20 appearances last season because of a collection of injuries, has missed each of United's last 2 matches after being forced off with a head injury against Tottenham Hotspur a fortnight ago. The head injury required stitches, and Ten Hag, speaking ahead of the draw with Porto, said he had also encountered a knock. He did not elaborate on the severity of the injury. Despite playing the full 90 minutes against Villa, Alejandro Garnacho withdrew from the Argentina squad for this international break because of a knee issue. It is understood he had been managing the problem in recent weeks and his omission from the squad was a precautionary measure. It is understood that he should be fine for the clash with Brentford on Saturday. Writing on Instagram last Monday, Garnacho said, "I had knee problems in the last 2 games and I won't be able to be with the national team, but I hope to recover so I can be on the next date." Lastly, Amad Diallo was scheduled to appear for the Ivory Coast over this international break, but was forced to pull out of the squad on Wednesday because of illness. Providing it is nothing too serious, it is hoped he will be available for the Premier League restart. What are your thoughts on this growing injury list? Share your thoughts in the comments section below.